I'm Eric Lifkovsky, founder and CEO of Tempus. I started Tempus in September of 2015, about a year after my wife was diagnosed with breast cancer. During her treatment, I became frustrated with how small a role technology played in her care, and I became fixated on how data and artificial intelligence might improve outcomes, not just for her, but for all cancer patients. At the time, next-generation sequencing was a relatively new phenomenon. We were confident NGS had the power to illuminate our understanding of disease and help patients find targeted therapies, but there were too many limitations preventing us from unlocking its true potential. Our initial plan was to make genomic tests smarter by connecting them to a patient's clinical data, so physicians could more easily incorporate the results into their decision-making. Our aha moment came when we realized that doctors routinely interact with all kinds of laboratory tests, and if we could embed AI into the results themselves, we might be able to seamlessly infuse artificial intelligence into the healthcare system and advance precision medicine. Tempus is focused on becoming the leading AI-enabled or intelligent diagnostic platform in the world by integrating data and diagnostics. In the past 8 years, we've grown from our first employee to more than 2,000 incredibly talented people who make up our team today. Over a third of our employees are technical, with hundreds of engineers, PhDs, and MDs on staff. Commensurate with our growth, we've also become a trusted partner to thousands of physicians, assisting them in their efforts to help patients live longer and healthier lives. Our platform converts diagnostic test results into data, creating rich, multimodal content that we make available to physicians as they treat their patients, and that we monetize by licensing de-identified data, matching patients to therapies, and developing novel algorithmic diagnostics. As a result, we generate revenue both from the test result itself and the resulting data, which we believe provides us with a competitive advantage in building the types of datasets that are necessary to advance AI. Our ability to combine diagnostics and data means Tempus straddles two converging worlds. We are both a healthcare company, providing intelligent diagnostics across multiple disease areas, and a technology company that has built a proprietary platform to make new sources of data accessible and deploy AI at scale. At the heart of our generative AI platform is our multimodal database that has grown to over 200 petabytes of connected clinical and molecular data. Between our sequencing and data collection efforts, we are connected in some way to more than 50% of all oncologists practicing in the United States, and we have worked with over 200 biotech companies, as well as 19 of the top 20 pharmaceutical companies based on 2022 revenue. Albeit with many, we are still in an early stage of adoption. We are also expanding into other diseases and categories, including cardiology, neurology, and radiology, as our core technology is disease agnostic. The ability to deploy AI in precision medicine at scale has only recently become possible. Advances in cloud computing, large language models and imaging technologies, and low-cost molecular profiling, along with the digitization of vast amounts of healthcare data, have created a landscape we believe is finally ripe for AI. The open question is, where will AI take root within healthcare first? We believe diagnostics. Physicians use diagnostics every day. They order blood tests, biopsies, scans, genomic tests, and others, and they rely on the results to make the vast majority of their treatment decisions. Traditional diagnostic tests are typically based on a single data modality, such as a blood-based biomarker or a genomic mutation, and do not integrate other forms of clinical data. We concluded early on that if diagnostics were truly intelligent, we could route patients to the right therapy in the right dose at the right time, and could help people live longer, healthier lives. An intelligent diagnostic is essentially a laboratory test that incorporates into the result an individual's clinical data and the data of similarly situated patients, which then allows us to contextualize and thus personalize the test for that specific patient. To make intelligent diagnostics at scale, we built both a technology platform to free healthcare data from existing silos and an operating system to make the resulting data useful. Our platform was purpose-built to develop and deploy clinically actionable AI at scale, leveraging multimodal datasets across multiple disease areas. It includes proprietary software and dedicated data pipelines that create a network of healthcare institutions that feed Tempus with data in near real time. Our platform includes a suite of proprietary software applications that allow us to make diagnostics intelligent, enabling our customers to benefit from being a part of our network. We believe our platform can provide unique value whenever two conditions are present: a heterogeneous diseased population and a variety of therapeutics, which are often prescribed based on trial and error. These two factors are characteristic of multiple disease categories, so we designed our platform to be extensible across disease areas.
We realized early in our life cycle that existing technologies had inherent challenges that we believed would otherwise prevent wide adoption of intelligent diagnostics. So we took a different approach. First, we established dedicated pipes going to and from providers to allow for the free exchange of data between physicians who interpret data and diagnostic companies like Tempus who provide data. We currently have hundreds of direct data connections with healthcare providers, many of which supply us with data in near real time across approximately 2,000 healthcare institutions that order our products and services. Second, we built our platform to ingest multimodal data at scale and in near real time, including molecular files, anatomic pathology slides, radiology images, and other laboratory tests. We try whenever possible to link these data sources to a patient's electronic health record data, such as key phenotypic characteristics, therapeutic information, clinical outcomes, and response data. Third, once we ingest data, we deploy proprietary software tools to abstract structure, harmonize, and leverage the data to provide our intelligent diagnostics to physicians. As a matter of course, we de-identify the data we generate or receive from third parties. Our established relationships with physicians fuel our data exchange, providing access to patient data, including longitudinal data updates on a patient's progress. We believe our multimodal database represents one of the largest matched clinical and molecular libraries of cancer patients in the world. Since we launched our platform in 2016, Tempus has amassed hundreds of millions of documents across millions of patient records. This includes hundreds of thousands with matched clinical records linked with rich genomic information, including DNA, RNA, and other molecular biomarkers, as well as corresponding imaging data. In only a few years, our platform has grown to be over 50 times the size of the Cancer Genome Atlas, which we believe is the largest public genomic datasets in oncology. We collect information as part of routine patient care, and then create a repository of de-identified data that is enriched by its connection to patient outcomes and response. We leverage this multidimensional data to train our large language models, which power a series of generative AI applications that we deploy across our entire technology platform. Tempus has both the scale needed to build and refine generative AI models and the distribution platform to deploy them in near real time, given our connections to providers and physicians.
At Tempus, we have developed numerous software tools and applications that sit on top of our platform to enable physicians to make more informed, data-driven decisions and researchers to accelerate drug discovery and development. We have two primary software applications that facilitate our customers' interactions with our platform: Hub, which is our application for healthcare providers, and Lens, which is our application for life sciences research. Hub can be accessed on the web or through our mobile applications. We built Hub to allow physicians to interact with our platform seamlessly as an integrated part of their normal workflow. Physicians can order any of our laboratory tests, track their tests through the sequencing process, view results, and develop treatment plans using the information Tempus makes available in its reports. Hub automates what previously required significant time and resources for those ordering and delivering genomic reports. In many cases, physicians can access longitudinal data to better understand how their patients are responding to therapies. Using our Time on Therapy tool, they can also evaluate how a particular patient compares to similarly situated patients based on specific molecular alterations or other important phenotypic characteristics. They can then view how the defined cohort of patients responded to certain therapies and research potential new treatment alternatives based upon real-world evidence. We have also launched Tempus One, a voice and text assistant leveraging generative AI that is designed to provide clinicians with quick access to their patient's full clinical and molecular profile, along with an array of other data sets, which can be queried by physicians to help inform decisions in near real time. Through Tempus One, clinicians can, among other things, access new clinical test reports and receive status updates of a patient's report, readily filter patient incidents by alteration, gene, or diagnosis, quickly access summarized patient information, review actionable biomarkers to help identify possible clinical trials, and query selected clinical guidelines for up-to-date standard of care insights. Our second primary software application is called Lens. We designed Lens to allow researchers at life sciences companies to interact with our comprehensive de-identified dataset. Users can identify groups of patients based on highly customized requirements, and then perform robust analysis within the application once a data cohort is identified, without ever writing a single line of code.
In order to create a sustainable ecosystem, we built a business model that allows us to not only collect data, but also structure it at scale. We've organized our business into 3 primary product lines: genomics, data, and algos. Each of our 3 product lines is designed to enable and enhance the others, and therefore create inherent network effects. The more data we collect, the smarter our tests become, the more applications we can launch, the more physicians join our network, further growing our database, making our tests smarter for clinicians and our database more valuable for researchers. Our genomics business focuses on providing next-generation sequencing and other molecular testing. We sell our sequencing services through a dedicated sales force that calls on physicians and healthcare providers. As patients receive treatment, physicians who order our tests gain access to our platform that helps them make data-driven decisions in near real time. In return, they contribute data, which fuels our AI platform. Our genomics products have gained significant traction. Between 2019 and 2023, the number of oncology NGS tests delivered rose from approximately 40,000 to 218,000.
By connecting laboratory results to information about a patient and layering in both clinical and genomic context, Tempus can help physicians personalize treatment decisions to allow each patient to progress on their own unique path. Tempus has 3 high-throughput automated diagnostic laboratories. Our first lab was opened in Chicago. Atlanta was added in 2019, and our Raleigh lab became operational at the end of 2022. Our test menu continues to expand across oncology, where we are most established, and also includes neuropsychology, with other disease categories expected. Our main NGS assays include XT, which is our solid tumor DNA assay in oncology, XR, our RNA assay for oncology, XF, our liquid biopsy assay also for oncology, XG, which measures inherited cancer risk, and NP, our pharmacogenomic assay for depression. Additionally, we are in the process of validating a liquid biopsy test for recurrence monitoring and minimal residual disease detection in cancer. And we're evaluating our strategy for tumor-informed monitoring. We believe our approach to testing has widespread benefits. As an example, a study published in Nature Bio showed that combining clinical and molecular data resulted in improved therapy matching for patients. In that study, we observed that 96% of patients who used our sequencing results with corresponding clinical data could be matched to at least one therapy or clinical trial, a significant improvement over sequencing alone. We also work with numerous industry associations to structure, de-identify, and distribute data, including the American Society of Clinical Oncology, Quality Cancer Care Alliance, and National Cancer Care Alliance. All of this data helps make our test smarter. With intelligent diagnostics, the drugs recommended, the clinical trials explored, the care pathways evaluated, and the adverse events considered all have the potential to be refined and enhanced when the test results are connected to a patient's personal profile.
Our second product line is our data business, which helps facilitate drug discovery and development for life sciences companies. Our data business has two primary products, licensing and trials. Our licensing product consists of customized libraries of linked, de-identified clinical, molecular, and imaging data, coupled with a suite of analytic and cloud and compute tools, which we offer through our Lens software. We license these de-identified datasets to pharmaceutical and biotechnology companies, helping them to improve decision-making across the entire drug lifecycle, from discovery through commercialization. Customers either pay us on a per-file basis or through multi-year subscription agreements to access our de-identified database. We have worked with over 200 biotech companies, as well as 19 of the 20 largest public pharmaceutical companies based on 2022 revenue. We currently have signed contracts with a total remaining and committed contract value of greater than $900 million across licensing, trials, and other life sciences services, which includes approximately $300 million in potential future contractual opt-ins. Our total remaining contract value includes two large strategic collaborations, one with AstraZeneca signed in 2021, and the other with GlaxoSmithKline signed in 2022. Both are multi-year enterprise agreements for non-exclusive de-identified data licensing and other Tempus services. These agreements demonstrate the value of the Tempus database, empowering R&D efforts at some of the largest pharmaceutical companies in the world. Unlike traditional labs, which generally rely on reimbursement as a primary source of revenue, Tempus receives reimbursements for its tests and can license the resulting de-identified data multiple times to multiple customers, creating a significant compounding effect. As a result, our platform allows us to convert diagnostics into data, taking laboratory test results and converting them into multimodal content that we can monetize in ways others don't.
Our second data product is Trials, a suite of services designed to leverage our broad network of oncologists to provide clinical trial matching services for pharmaceutical companies that are looking to reach hard-to-find and underserved patient populations. Our clinical trial matching product, Time, is built on top of our near real-time data feeds and harnesses AI to accelerate the connection between patients, clinical trial sites, and clinical trial sponsors. We empower both oncologists to help their patients find clinical trials and pharmaceutical companies to enroll patients into their trials. In addition to Time, we provide other clinical trial services and conduct our own studies as part of our trials offering. In January 2022, we acquired Highline Consulting, a contract research organization which we subsequently renamed Compass. We also partner with life sciences companies to sponsor data-enabled studies of drugs, devices, and diagnostics, integrating our life science solutions to help bring new drugs to market faster. We believe our trials business has the potential to materially expand patient access and enrollment in clinical trials in the United States.
Our third product line is focused on AI-enabled algorithms, or algos, with our first application called Next. Next is based on machine learning models that interpret multimodal data and make AI-enabled diagnostic recommendations that are made possible by virtue of Tempus's near real-time connectivity to providers and the data that feeds our platform. The result is a suite of care gap algorithms that help physicians determine what to do next in the clinic by matching care gaps with predefined and approved actions in near real time, such as if a patient wasn't tested for something they should have been, Next can automatically generate an order to test them. Or if a patient is supposed to get a particular drug, Next can automatically alert their physician if it wasn't prescribed. Next is currently operating across 3 distinct areas: oncology, focused on developing and providing diagnostic tests that are algorithmic in nature; cardiology, focused on building and deploying clinical decision support tools and care gap algorithms; and radiology, which is implementing software as a medical device. In oncology, we currently have several algorithms deployed commercially. These algos leverage our proprietary data and AI to produce clinically validated and actionable information for physicians to help them improve patient outcomes. Our vast repository of multimodal data allows us to find associations and patterns that are largely invisible through a single data modality, but discoverable when combined and analyzed at scale. In cardiology, we offer and are developing both diagnostic and care gap algorithms. In radiology, we're focused on developing and offering a suite of algorithms derived from radiologic images. In late 2022, we acquired Arteris, an AI platform that derives insights from radiomic images across multiple disease areas and currently has over 50 algorithms deployed clinically.
We believe intelligent diagnostics represent the future of precision medicine, and their adoption could empower physicians to deliver better care and researchers to develop more precise therapies with the potential to save millions of lives. We envision a world where currently siloed, inaccessible datasets are available through a single, purpose-built platform, bringing AI to healthcare. Tempus has built the first version of our desired world in oncology in the United States. Our platform connects a patient's genomic and clinical data to help physicians determine a patient's optimal therapeutic path. Our tests are designed to know who the individual is. When we have the right data, our tests do not recommend drugs that have already been prescribed or clinical trials for which patients are not eligible. Our current product offerings represent the first step toward a singular pursuit, a world where physicians tailor their patients' treatments based on data so that every individual's care is handled in a personalized fashion, making the promise of precision medicine a reality. We endeavor to make all laboratory tests, genomic or otherwise, AI-enabled or intelligent, because we believe this is the fastest path to bring the power and promise of AI to healthcare, improving outcomes for those most in need. To this singular pursuit, we are indelibly focused.